Hello everyone, Mr. Kiefer here. We're going to go over KC7D using trig to find a side, part 2, with x now being on the bottom. So the focus here, we'll go a little quicker, but we're really going to focus on what to do when you find x is on the bottom or the denominator. Looking at this triangle, in this example, we're given that the angle we're referring to is 66 degrees. This is very important that you always refer to this angle. We must first find the hypotenuse, the opposite side, and the adjacent side of this triangle. The hypotenuse is going to be the longest side. Again, that is the opposite of the right angle. Next, we want to find the opposite side. So refer to this angle, the 66 degrees. The opposite side is, again, the one side that does not touch that angle. So that would be 32. The remaining side, the adjacent, is going to be the one that touches the angle. From here, we can use our SOHCAHTOA, our way to remember sine, cosine, and tangent. So SOHCAHTOA. S stands for sine, C stands for cosine, T stands for tangent. Now let's look at what they gave us here. In this problem, we're given x. That's the side we're trying to find. That is going to be our adjacent side. Over here, we're given the opposite side. So the opposite side is 32. Using those two, we see that we are not using the hypotenuse side. Sine uses hypotenuse, and so does cosine. So the only one that remains would be tangent. Tangent is equal to opposite over adjacent. Now, let's plug in the information so that we can create an equation and solve for x. So if we start off with tangent, plug in the degree of tangent. So it's 66 degrees. That is what the angle is, which is equal to the opposite side is 32, and the adjacent side is x. So now you can see in this example, x is on the bottom rather than the top like the first example. The shortcut is to flip-flop these two. The tangent, or whatever the trig value is, and x will flip-flop places. So you can write this as x is equal to 32 divided by tangent of 66. But let's show why that's the case. In this example, we need to get x by itself. But we can't do that when it's in the denominator. So we must multiply both sides, by x. That will make sure that the x's cancel, and you have x times tangent of 66 is equal to 32. Now, we want to get rid of anything that is being multiplied by x. So since this is multiplication, how can you undo multiplication? Well, you can divide. Very similar to doing 5x divided by 5 in order to get x by itself. We can divide here by tangent of 66. If you do it to one side, you must do it to the other side as well. After this step, the tangents of 66 cancel, and you will be left with x is equal to 32 over tangent of 66. As you can see, that is exactly what we had by doing the little trick. So both are great methods. If you want to go to your calculator, type in 32 divided by tangent of 66 degrees, and you would get 14.24. You can just round that to 14.2.